All right. Start date 1, day 1. Not really though, but I didn't start counting when I started this. So anyway, let's see. I cannot tell you when I started taking medication, and I cannot tell you what I started with. I do believe, actually, I do know for a fact that back in Brooklyn, sometimes you would get these kind of kooks, and a lot of them were like Russian doctors in Brighton Beach for some reason. And you went into their office and you met with them a little bit and you told them you had a problem, and then you got some medicine. And I don't even know what their certifications were. They didn't really talk to you. They just wrote the script, and you billed it to your insurance, and there was a lot of that kind of stuff for all different things. So medicine was not out of the realm. Anyway, I don't know why I didn't go to a regular doctor originally, or maybe I didn't have insurance, or who the hell knows. But anyway, I went to this couple of doctors in Brighton Beach, little dinky offices late at night, and I got my scripts and done. I don't know when I started seeing a therapist or when I actually got a doctor to prescribe the medicine, or a psychiatrist or psychologist or whichever one. I know I got on medicine for a long time from these doctors in Brighton Beach before I actually got to see a therapist. And I know that the medication was kind of helping, but I don't really remember having a breakthrough until I got on Effexor. So I don't remember what dose I started with, but I know at one point I was 75 milligrams of Effexor. I think I went up from there. I think there's a 150 that it goes up to. I'm pretty sure I hit that number. I don't know if it goes higher than that. But anyway, I think that might have been a real doctor, and I might have been in therapy at that point when I got on that medication. So I don't remember exactly. But I've said this before, and I really mean this. I cannot stress this enough. Medication saved my life. God saved my life. Josh saved my life. The foundation I had, hard work saved my life. I don't think any of that would have happened, though, or been as powerful if I didn't have the chemical medication to fix it. I really do believe that I chemically needed to be kind of leveled out. So anyway, medication saved my life, and I usually will attribute it to Effexor specifically. I remember that being the game changer. I don't know where I got it. I don't know what dose, but that is when I full on came into recovery. Yes, with therapy too, so maybe it was just a therapy added to the medication and the years of medication and therapy. So maybe it wasn't the medication, but I think so. Because I really, really remember being like in a really bad place, and then boom, that medicine really started helping. So anyway, then I think I took some other medication with it at some point for like when I had breakthrough anxiety. But this was so many years ago. So I have been medicated longer than I've been with Josh. And I've been with Josh almost 20 years. Actually, 20 years. So I have been medicated for almost half my life. Anyway, at one point, and again, I can't remember a lot of this, and I cannot remember when the one only time I got off of medication, which was approximately 5 years before I had Marissa. I guess it had to be right after I gave birth to Johnny, because I remember specifically, actually, this is a big, big moment in my life. When I got pregnant with Johnny, the doctors obviously wanted me to get off of medication. And, we were working on it. We were thinking about it. And I am not trying to downplay this by any means. Anyone who talks to me, I'm sitting here, I'm doing my hair. This is serious. The reason I do this and the reason I am so transparent is this is serious. I'm doing my hair, I'm talking to you, everything seems fine. But at that time, when I was pregnant with Johnny, I remember I worked by the mall. I wanted to say it's not Woodbury Commons, it's Willowbrook Mall. Terrible job. I kept losing jobs. I had the job at the 92nd Street Y for many years and did really well there, but at the height of my depression, I couldn't be kept there anymore. Like, I wasn't functioning. And I think the week I actually got let go, which they let me go in a very compassionate way, where they kind of let me resign, even though I was half a lunatic at the time, just because I guess I had a good work ethic. But anyway, the week I got let go, I had just signed the mortgage for this house. Like, I had just signed the our papers, and I remember like sitting in the car outside of the Y saying, I remember I called my friend Sherry, who worked with me at the Y, and I said, oh my God, like, I just bought a house and I lost the only stability that I have. So, but anyway, after the Y, I had a string of other things. Some of them didn't work out, mostly because I think I wasn't well. And I probably should have just went on medical disability, but it wasn't that I was ashamed. I don't know, didn't know, or just figured I shouldn't, or I don't know. But anyway, I was pregnant with Johnny. They told me to get off the medicine. I'm at lunch at this telecommunication company, probably like the biggest, like deepest, darkest time in my life. And for lunch, I would drive across to the mall, which was right across, which again is Willowbrook. And I would just get something, one of the restaurants. So you would drive through the parking lot, go in through a restaurant entrance, get whatever. And I remember saying, as I was driving through the intersection of the mall parking lot, and it was dead. It was like, a weekday afternoon. But still, I remember saying, I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm just going to drive. And if I get hit, I get hit. And I hope I get hit. And I definitely had this thought once. I definitely think I had it more than one lunch break. But I remember one. And I remember that when I went home, I called my doctor that I was, seeing, my GYN, and I said, hey, listen, as serious as one could be, I said, I know you want me to have a healthy baby, and I know you want me to have a healthy pregnancy, but I tell you right here and now, there's going to be no baby, there's going to be no me, there's going to be no pregnancy. You're going to have a dead pregnant woman if I do not get back on my medicine, because I am on the way out. Later in life, I had a few people, choice people, who I don't speak to for obvious reasons, tell me that my son's autism might be contributed to the medication that I got myself back on. Whether or not that's true, neither of us would have been here if I didn't get on that medication. So autism be damned. We wouldn't have been here. So either we take it this way, and listen, did I want that plight? Does that mean like I wanted my son to suffer this? No, but at least we have an opportunity to live. The other way around, there wasn't going to be anything. So, anyway, I must have got off right after my pregnancy. And I don't know, maybe it's because I was breastfeeding. I don't really remember what prompted me to get off the medicine because, I'm trying to think now. I bet I do know, actually. I think I got off the medicine because after I had Johnny, I remember my 30th birthday was another climactic moment in my life. The moments that, I remember on this journey that, of where I am today and how the hell I got here. I remember coming down the stairs from my bedroom, my pictures of my family line the wall, all my family and my friends. I'm a picture person. They're everywhere. So anyway, I'm just trying to brush the frizz out of my hair with this new thing that I bought. But anyway, cake, it's cruelty-free. And stuff like that. Anyway, kind of into this whole thing right now, trying to be better at everything. So I remember walking down the stairs, looking at the pictures. My mother was definitely in her bedroom. I knew that I was coming down. I think it was a weekend because I don't think Josh was home. And must have been 30 because I gave birth to him right around then. 30 is the time I know that my life kind of took a good page or turn. And I remember saying, I am cured or recovered or whatever. So I'm assuming that's why I got off of medication. And I did. And I was off medication for about 5 years. And when I had my second child, I think it was just the hormones, and maybe just stress of having a second child. And I went back on medication. So I think I went back on Effexor, but now I've been on Lexapro. But anyway, that was the one and only time I attempted to not be on medication. I was not on medication. I was very well for probably about 5 years. Well, Yeah, about 5 years. So I had Johnny. My timeline might be screwed up. Maybe it was 5 years on and off, because after I gave birth with Marissa and I was done breastfeeding, I mean, the whole story is like just so... I know I wound up getting back on it. I was just too stressful. Maybe when she hit her terrible twos and I was going through things with him, with the autism and private people, teachers coming in and out, and OT and PT. It was a lot. I had the best OT and PT people. I mean, they changed his life, but it was a lot. So I got back on the medicine. Anyway, fruit-infused water. So, since it's too warm though. Since then, I have been on medicine, and I have attempted to get off medicine once or twice for reasons unbeknownst to me, really, because it doesn't really bother me. I don't have the stigma. But maybe I do subconsciously, because why would I want to try to get off it? But I don't know. I'm just not good at taking pills. Cannot tell you how many times I forget my birth control. And then I have to, double up. And then I'm pretty sure that's how Johnny came about anyway. But I'm just not a good pill taker, and I don't like taking pills. And I don't know, maybe I just don't want to take them anymore. I just don't want to put shit in my body. But in the same respect, I tried a few times, and it definitely didn't work. And then a couple of times that I tried, it's because I ran out of pills for one reason or another. I didn't get to my doctor's appointment in time. And then I was off for so many days, I was like, let me just not be on the medicine. But then a couple of years back when that happened, one time my doctor said, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone. You have young kids, one of which, has a disability. You have young kids. You have this, you have that. Why don't you stay on medication and try to get off it when you're much older and your kids are older, and just ride the wave. And when you don't have young kids that you're taking care of, try it then when you don't have that stress. So that was the plan. And now, for the first time in a long time, because I changed over insurance and all this mess, I wound up not having my medication. So I finally went to the doctor, but my medicine has to be mailed to me because I have this crazy insurance, and I don't even know if it's on the way, and really it should have been here already. But now I'm 7 days maybe off medicine. So the doctor's insisting that I get back on it and then wean myself down properly. Okay. She said go from 20 to 10 to 5. By the way, I don't know why we don't go 20, 15, 10, 5, but okay. Split the pills. Why do we skip 15? I'm going to jump from 20 to 10, but then slowly go to 5. I don't understand the whole logic of it, but anyway, with that being said, here I am, days in, no medicine. So when the pills show up, I am really not sure if I'm going to take them or not. Because I am days in, and I don't know what the right thing is to do. Do I ride this out? Or do I start again, wean down, and maybe all the withdrawal I'm going through now have to withdrawal? That seems silly to me. But I will tell you that I'm mostly okay, and I think that's because I'm just mostly okay. But I am definitely having some swings, and I'll get more into that. But my dilemma right now is, I don't remember what it was like last time I got off it, if I was in a better place. I don't remember if I was having the same withdrawal that I'm having now. Was it this hard? Was it not this hard? And again, it's not very hard, but when it's hitting me, when I'm having a bad bout, which so far not being on the medicine, I've had one a day, and they're bad. When I tell you they are bad. I'm just in a dilemma, because part of me is well, just stay on the damn medicine. I don't care. What the hell do I care if I'm on medicine or not? So why am I could stay on it till the day I fucking die. In my head, I have no real qualms about it. I can't tell you why I'm even trying to get off of it. I don't know. But then again, like I said, maybe subconsciously I do, because I don't know why I'm trying to get off it at all. But part of me is they say, you shouldn't put the chemicals in, and I am trying to eat better and do this and do that. And maybe I'd like to see if I can do it. Although I do know that I could do it, because I did it once before. And also, I have accomplished so much, I don't know why I have to see if I can do this when I already know how much I've done to be proud of. Anyway, if I sound like I'm rambling, that's not part of the withdrawal. When I tell you what's happening part of the withdrawal, then you'll understand why I am so confused as to what to do when the hell these medicines do show up, and if they do, which will probably be sometime over the weekend or Monday. Anyway, when it hits me, and so far I've had an episode at least once a day, if not twice, they come on from feeling overwhelmed, obviously, and then it's triggered, and I want to lay down. And also, I have some crap going on in my life that's kind of weighing on me and bothering me. So I'm like, well, this is really bad timing because I'm trying to get off of medicine, plus I'm going through something pretty rough in my life right now. Meantime, it's not the roughest thing, and I've been through rough before, but like, it's not a good time to get off medicine when you're going through something rougher than normal. So I'm really like, but I've already put the days in of going through it. I don't know. But anyway, this will lead to just a conversation. I mean, if I broke my leg, I use a crutch. Okay? I mean, if I need it, if I have a chemical imbalance, what the hell am I trying to get away from it for? I don't know. So, but wouldn't it be nice to know if I do have a chemical imbalance? Like, do I actually chemically need this? I mean, just to know, because it's nice to know what your body needs and doesn't need and what you're dealing with so that you can conquer things in the proper way. So then I'm like, all right, what if I get back on the medicine and then I retry this again when I'm a little bit more peaceful? Because I've had a little turmoil over the last couple of weeks. But then what's to say I won't have more turmoil or a different turmoil when I try again? And again, I already put the days in. Oh. Anyway, I really don't know what I'm going to do. But, who knows? I don't know. But when I explain to you what they are that comes over, and maybe some of you will relate and not feel alone, and maybe it'll help people out there to understand what happens. I have documented my panic attacks before. Those panic attacks were while I was medicated. And they were pretty fucking bad. So when I'm not medicated, it can borderline on dangerous. But maybe I have to ride it. I mean, I have to give it a few days, right? I can't just be like, oh, I can't do it. I mean, I could be 2 weeks in and be fine. But what if I'm 2 weeks in and I have a freaking nervous breakdown? So, I don't know.